I'm Tracy Matthews. I am the liaison to the Business Advocacy Committee of the Campbell County Chamber of Commerce. This morning I'm here with Greg Schreurs. He is running for City Council, Ward 1. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning.
So if you would like to give the people a brief introduction of you.
I came to Gillette a little over 24 years ago after retiring from the military and worked for a while for the state of South Dakota. But then I came here, worked for the county for a while as the IT director, and then went into private business at K-Squared Technologies. I'm one of the partners there. And I retired in 2016. I've worked and served on several boards, Pioneer Manor Legacy Board, Council Community Services, the Airport Board, and now the City Council. And I was appointed to the City Council in the fall of 2020. And so here we are, and I get to run for a seat now instead of being appointed.
Nice. So Greg, first question, do you support penny power? And if so, are you willing to support it as part of your campaign?
To the first question, emphatically yes. This tax has been, through the years, critical to the maintenance and improvements of our existing infrastructure. Without it, Gillette wouldn't be the city it is today. And I would encourage all of our citizens to vote for the 1% when it comes up this fall. And as to the second question, yes. As it comes up, when I've been talking with folks, I'm an advocate for the 1%.
Thank you. So Greg, thinking long term, where would you like to see the city of Gillette in the next 20 years? And what is your plan to bring that vision forward?
I expect to see Gillette in 20 years to be approaching 45,000 people. I do expect it to grow. I'm pretty sure it'll have a more diversified industrial and service base than what we have now. I think that the city and county between now and 20 years from now will continue to cooperate as we have been here very recently. And I also plan to work with the Vision 2040 group to further their plans and the outcome of the Vision 2040 sessions that we had a couple of months back.
Thank you. What policy changes or investments are necessary to encourage broader employment?
One of our near-term problems here in Gillette is housing for folks coming to town. The current housing is very tight, and that would be looked at by an incoming business. And while the city isn't in the business of building houses, we try to do what we can to encourage builders to come and be, as businesses and individuals come to town, to expand that housing. And if we get a large business, we're going to have to really work hard to grow that housing base.
What do you see as the most pressing needs for infrastructure or capital projects in our community?
Being on the city council, I'll call it my thing, has been looking at the city fiber and figuring out how we can make that work better for the citizens, including fiber to homes. The second thing that I think we really need to consider is kind of mundane, but it's the Gurley overpass. It's a big dollar item. It's going to take some work to finance it, but it's traffic studies show that it's really critical to the city and the traffic flows around the city. And we are aware of these problems as a city and are doing what we can to make those repairs.
And what city departments have you visited over the last year, and what have you learned about their different services?
As a city council person, you get to see a lot of the city departments. I've been to IT, I've been out to the utilities and streets and so forth. We get to have individuals and the directors come and talk to the city council about issues that they're having, new equipment they need to buy, problems they're encountering and so forth. So being on the council, I kind of get to see it all and in pretty great detail. And we've started having morning coffee meetings with our employees about once a quarter. That lets us go out as city council people and meet with folks and get to know them more on an individual basis. So I keep in pretty close touch with not only the directors, but with a few of the individuals.
And lastly, Greg, if there's anything I didn't talk to you about in these questions that you want the voters of Campbell County to know about you, now is your time.
Just very briefly, being a military retiree, we traveled a lot and we never really had permanent roots anywhere. And when we came here a little over 24 years ago, this is where we put down roots. This is where we decided to become home. And I have family here now, and my daughter lives here, and this is where we made home, and I'm running for city council to make it better.
Thank you.